Shalom Israel, shalom, shalom, and peace, blessings to all the hopefully elect and all the camps pushing His word, condemning America, and condemning the wicked, right, of our people, and correction, right. That's also keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and I would like to give a call Allah Yahawah Bahashem, Bahashiach Malak Yahushua. All right. Now, the topic I want to touch on is, do we have fate or predestination, or do we have free will, right, according to the Bible, right? Because some people, they might believe in the Bible, but or they might believe in God, but they still say I have free will, right? And that's clearly not in the Bible. That's clearly contrary to the Bible, right? You're going to find that out today through the grace of the Most High and through these precepts, right? Because through Yahweh's precepts we get understanding, right? Like I say in Psalms. So I'm gonna start with Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So man's goings are of the Lord, meaning what? The Lord makes a man do what he does, right? It's not what you wanted to do, right? It's what the Lord wants you to do, right? Because he's omnipotent, right? Like it says in Sirach, right? Let's get that. So this is Sirach outside of 19. This is Sirach 19:19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is doctrine of life, and they that do things that please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. Right? Here's the point. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of His omnipotency. Right? And what does that word mean? It means you have knowledge of the Most High's power, right? Because He has power over everything, right? He's God over everything, right? So if we go back to this, man's goings are of the Lord, right? Because the Most High is in control of everything. The angels, right? He's in control of what's going down on the earth. He's in control of Satan, right? He's in control of everything. So how can you have free will when the Most High created you and He's making you do His will, right, on the earth? All right, let's go to Isaiah, right? Isaiah 46:10, right? Isaiah 46:10, and reads, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So the Most High declares the end from the beginning. And how does He do that? It's because He already had everything planned out, right? The Lord He deals with plans. This is like a movie, right? And you can't be like, and we're the actors, right? And you can't be like, well, because in the Most High He wrote the movie, right? And He's planning it out right now. And whatever script you've been given, you got to do it, right? It's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? You got to do it, and that's what we're doing right now. If you're talking, that's of the Lord, right? That was already predestined. Me making this video, this is already predestined by the Lord, all right, from the beginning and from ancient times, right? So let's go to Proverbs, right? Back in Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps, right? Because, you might wake up in the morning, right? And you might be like, all right, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do A, B, and C that today, right? And I'm going to do this tomorrow. And then I'm going to do this next week, right? So a man's heart devises his way, right? You might have a delusion and you might think that, you do have free will. I chose this over that. Or I chose to go to college and not to go down this road. Or I chose to go right and not to the left. No, the Most High made you do that because it says but the Lord directeth His steps, and your steps are your ways, right? So the Lord directs your ways. All right. And let's go to Proverbs 16:1. All right. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All right. So what you're saying out of your mouth, that's of the Lord. All right. Whatever you're saying out of your mouth, that's of the Lord. It's from the Lord. All right. Verse 2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weighteth the spirits. Right? Because you might think that, what you're doing is clean in your own eyes, or what you're doing is of your own self. Right? You might not think that anyone's controlling you. Well, the Lord just told you that He's controlling you. Right? Even the answer of your tongue, which is basically how you what you speak and what you say, it's of the Lord. All right. Let's go to Psalms, right? Psalms 37:23. And it reads, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. So the steps of a good man, right? And a good man is a man that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments, right? But nevertheless, they're ordered by the Lord, meaning what? They're established by the Lord, right? You're ordered by the Lord. The Lord made you do that, right? And when it says steps, it's not actually taking steps, right? It's what you do, right? It's what you do on the earth. It's ordered by the Lord, right? And and some people might say, well, if that's so, why'd the Lord make me do this? Or why'd the Lord make me do that? Or why'd the Lord make that person do that? Right? Then let's go to Job, right? Because he talks about that. Job 33, I believe. Right, Job 33:12. Behold, in this thou art not just, I will answer thee that God is greater than man. Right? Why dost thou strive against him? Right? Why are you striving against him? Right? Why are you questioning the Most High? Right? Why are you questioning the Most High? For what he made you do, or what he made someone else do, right? Don't strive against the Most High. That's what Job's saying, right? For he giveth not account of any of his matters, right? The Most High doesn't have to give account for any of his matters, meaning the Most High doesn't have to explain anything, right? He's the Most High. He's the great and powerful, right? He doesn't have to explain anything to you, right? For God speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth not. Right? Now let's go to Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah. Let's get a couple more precepts. Jeremiah 10:23. O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Alright, so this is clear that this is predestination or fate, right? Jeremiah is saying, look, the way of man is not in himself, meaning what you do on the earth is not of yourself. Or you didn't choose anything, right? Even if you come in this truth, you didn't choose the Most High. You didn't choose Yahawah. Yahawah chose you, and Yahweh He chose you, right? You didn't choose anything. You didn't do anything. The Most High made you do what you do on the earth, all right? I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps, all right? So Jeremiah knows, Job, all these prophets know, right? And even if you go into the New Testament, it shows, right? All right. So let's go to Romans, right? Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. So the Most High deals with predestination, right? And predestinate, let's look up this word, right? Predestined. All right, so let's search it on the web, right? Predestinate, right? Let's look at the definition. So destined, fated, or determined beforehand, right? So all this was determined and fated, destined, right? So it says to foreordain to an earthly or eternal lot of or destiny by the divine decree, all right? So the Most High deals with fate, all right?